Titles on the line, jobs on the line, and mama's feelings on the line. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Here to review TNA Impact for the 22nd of June, 2006. It's the first pay-per-view since Slammiversary. I believe it's Slammiversary.
It was Slammiversary.
Slammiversary, yes. So the controversial ending, we had Jim Cornette steal the belt basically from Jarrett. We don't know who the champion is. Jim Cornette started the show, and after his promo, we still didn't know who the champion was. Now, I think Jim Cornette cut a pretty good promo at the pay-per-view. Honestly, though, wasn't really feeling this one. Felt it was like long-winded. I think he kind of was repeating himself a lot of times. Plus, to give him the benefit of the doubt, the mic was really, really low. I think it affected the entire show tonight. Even backstage, when we had all the little segments outside of the office, very low on the volume. So I was straining to actually hear what exactly Jim Cornette was saying. But basically he said he's got a shitload of announcements, but the announcements are going to happen next week. And somebody will be fired.
Which is a bit of a cop-out into everything's going to be next week, but a sick man needs penicillin. Jared, I know you said you were 14. Your daddy. Then your grandmama. By God, she did. If she known you were a boy, she'd hate you. I know, that's shite.
She'd be ashamed of you, Jared.
And then Jeremy Borash as well, he points at LA Next. He's like, there's one thing I hate, it's Conan, brother.
No, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I don't think it was as good as his promo at Slammiversary.
No, absolutely not.
And basically just put everything off till next week.
Which is a bit cheap, isn't it?
Yep. Anyway, we do get 2 title matches. Up next, we got the first one. It's the NWA Tag Team titles. AJ Styles and Daniels taking on Diamonds in the Rough. Honestly, I couldn't care less for Diamonds in the Rough, but they do have a pinfall victory over the champions. They beat AJ and Daniels like 3 weeks ago thanks to beer money. So I guess it kind of somewhat makes sense that they get the first opportunity. Styles and Daniels win, which I'm not surprised about. Simon Diamond got in the ring, attacked Daniels before the match ended, and then this big woman came in. Don't know who she is, but...
Is it a woman? I'm not convinced.
Either way, she came in, took care of Simon Diamond. Then we got Daniels hitting the moonsault and AJ hitting the frog splash. Don't know if you really need both of those moves to beat Diamonds in the Rough, but...
David Young does not look like a professional wrestler, man. Looks like a professional bloody pie eater, man.
Yeah, at the end of the match, Gail Kim ran out, attacked the woman fought back, too big for Gail Kim, then AEW came out and saved her, they pulled her under the bottom rope.
Jamie Donsey, never heard of her.
And that was kind of it. I mean, will we get some sort of 6-person tag match in the future? I mean, maybe. But a quick opening match to start the show. Then get Jeremy Borash backstage outside Cornette's office. You got Sabin, Lethal, and Eric Young. They're in the line, they're waiting. Young hears Borash say fate, and then he just gets paranoid he's going to be fired. He's freaking out, thinking it's always him. He always gets fired. Jeff Jarrett then arrives. He pushes his way to the front of the line because he's Jeff Jarrett. He says that he doesn't need an appointment to see Cornette. Cornette should be the one needing an appointment to see him. And Jarrett just barges in, basically, to see what Cornette's got to say. Come back for the break. Borash is still backstage. We've got Jay Lethal asking Eric Young why he's so paranoid. Sabin jokes that he needs to get back on the medication, but Eric Young doesn't think that's funny. And then Jarrett comes out. He's not happy. Eric Young's desperate for Jarrett to tell him what's the lowdown. Have I got a job? Jarrett says, do you think I give a shit if you're employed or not? And then Jarrett's mad because he has to wait 7 days to find out about the title. Although Cornette said at the beginning of the show, you were going to have to wait 7 days. So I'm not sure what this was achieving.
He wouldn't be the only person to believe that the whole 7-day thing was news to them. I mean, if you listened to the opening promo, you knew it was going to take the full 7 days.
We then got Monty Brown versus Chase and Rance. Monty Brown wins in about 30 seconds, hit a nice wee fall-away slam in the pounce. After the match, Conan gets on the mic. I think he mistakes Monty Brown. He's not actually Brown, he's just called Brown, but Conan invites him to join LAX anyway. He says that you could have been a superstar, TNA hold you down. It's about your colour, man. It's about race.
How many number one contenderships you had, man?
Yeah, I mean, he said he's had a shitload of number one contender matches, but only one shot at the title. Well, maybe he's not won the number one contender matches. I don't know.
Yeah.
If he's had 10 number one contender matches and lost 9 of them, then it makes sense that he's only had one shot for the title. Either way, Conan.
It wasn't really a good way to word that he's been like held back.
Yeah.
'Cause it makes it sound like he's a loser.
But other than that, Conan was, cutting some good promo here. Ron Kellens comes out, and Conan name dropped him, so Kellens comes out. Kellens wants to know what's up. Conan says, hey, you're like family dog, and he holds off Homicide Hernandez. He wants Ron Kellens to join LAX. Says that Kellens has been held back. Says that Kellens could be a superstar. He says that Kellens means nothing to TNA, but Kellens says he means something to the fans. Conan says, fuck the fans. You mean more to me than you mean to the fans. And then Conan says the company doesn't look at talent, they look at race. And you're black. So I just playing the race card here pretty good. Don't play those white boy games, son. Conan wants a hug, and Kellens gives him a hug just for LAX to attack him. And then they throw him over the barricade, and that's kind of it. And it's like, I don't know. I was expecting more of a beatdown. It's like
it felt a wee bit anticlimactic.
Does Ron Kellens just recover from this, get up, and then walk backstage? It's like,
yeah, it is a bit pathetic, isn't it? He just tucks his tail between his legs. What's up? And leaves.
I feel like they should have maybe put him in the ring, hit a few maneuvers, then go to a break or something, or cut to backstage. It just felt like they tossed Ron Kellens over the railing and he just walked away or something. It's a bit.
Yeah, but you know what? Some edgy TV here. Race Wars. I like it.
That's what you want. We go backstage again. I think, they were alright, but I think they did way too many backstage things outside Cornette's office.
No, absolutely. Christian rocks up. Not wearing a pyjama top this time, but he says he's going in there, Jeremy, and I'm going to get the answers, because I should be the TNA, the NWA World Champion.
Well, actually, that was a different one.
Oh, is this a different one?
Yeah, we have...
Fuck, there's that many.
We go backstage and Borash is there with Eric Young. Lethal and Sabin have went in. He's paranoid. Eric Young tells Borash he'll do anything. Then he gets on his knees and Borash is like, get up. This looks weird. Get the hell up. Young says his life's on the line. Borash says maybe you should tell the public how you feel, and this gives Eric Young an idea. Then Sabin and Lethal come out and they say they aren't at liberty to discuss what happened. But Nash is going to love it, so I'm assuming it's something to do with Kevin Nash next week. And Young tells Borash he's got a secret plan. We then go to a break, and we come back for the break, and we're still outside the office. This time it's Borash, and Christian Cage walks up. Take it away. I mean, Borash grabs...
I took it away about 2 minutes ago.
Borash grabs Cage to try and get like a word for him, and Cage just looks at him and is like... Peasant, how dare you touch me?
Yeah, like he was a heel.
The heel signs are there.
The heel signs are coming out, but you're right, man. It's like, even at this stage, like, how many times do we need to see Jim Cornette's door?
Yeah, so we see Christian go in. He wants to find out about the championship. We go backstage. We've got Team 3D, the James Gang. We've got Slick Johnson. We've got AJ Styles, Daniels, some other wrestlers, a bunch of security. Slick Johnson says there's no rules, so let's get it on. And you think we're going to get a brawl, and what we get is basically BG James and Billy Ray just sharing a bunch of your mama jokes. For me, the best one, though, was BG James telling Brother Ray, your mama's so poor that she goes to KFC to lick other people's fingers. It's like,
it was brilliant.
I thought that was the best one. Like,
I mean, it basically got Bubba Ray to break kayfabe and actually get him a high five off him. But you know what? This is funny, man. That was warranted breaking kayfabe. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Then they get some more mama jokes. We come to the daddy jokes, but you don't joke about Mr. Armstrong, so we just get a brawl because Road Dogg doesn't want to hear about his daddy. Billy says that the Armstrongs are a bunch of losers. They brawl to the side. Then
they're not a bunch of winners, are they?
Definitely not. We brawl to the side. We're already outside. We brawl inside to the arena. They make their way down to the ring.
I've never seen a tighter arena.
Yeah, it was
entranceway.
I mean, I'm surprised Billy Ray fit.
I think Mr. X for last week.
We get a couple. We get a couple of chair shots. The Dudleys are down, and then Spike Dudley, Brother Runt, makes the save. Did we see him at the pay-per-view? I can't remember.
We've seen him a couple of weeks ago.
We've seen him somewhere. Anyway, he comes out and it hits Kip James with a chair, does a Dudley dog, and then Road Dogg runs for Brother Runt, and the Dudleys. Bully Ray, by the way, you could notice he had like a black eye beginning to form.
Yeah, like a massive laceration.
Almost. So it was like it was like a knot or something beginning to form. So yeah, then he challenges them to a match at Victory Road. So it's going to be 6-man tag, and they need to find a partner. And we have the commentary team suggest that maybe they're going to get Armstrong, Road Dogg's dad, Bob.
What's the fucking need?
Yeah,
so honestly. Once that wee feud with Conan ended a couple of like months ago, that's it for Big Billy Armstrong, man, or whatever his name is.
Anyway, that's not it for the backstage stuff, because Borash is still outside the office. Christian is inside. Christian walks out. Christian's mad. Says that Cornette. We can't string a sentence here.
It's a late night.
Cornette is making him wait 7 days to find out the fate of the world title. Again, Cornette said this in the opening, so I don't know what the. I guess maybe they're just trying to establish here what Cornette says goes, and he's it's his rules. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think we need all this. Sting then appears. Christian's like, "What are you going to speak to Sting about? What are you going to speak to Cornette about?" And Sting basically says that Christian will be the first to find out, but he's not telling him.
Will he be the first to tell me? Honestly, man, just Sting putting all his face paint on with his wee jacket and his baseball bat cracks me up to go into Jim Cornette's fucking locker room or the office even.
We then get a TNA Knockouts video airs. They were hyping this up throughout the night. Basically, just the knockouts of TNA posing and doing like bikini shit and stuff like that.
Bikes, coffee,
photo shoots, and apparently they've got a DVD that's coming out later in the year. I mean, this is better than watching Nia Jackson, Piper Niven, in my opinion. So
no, it is, but I wonder if the DVD's like one of those one here. This is Final Resolution, and you get this one like a brown paper bag special.
I think you'd feel a bit hard done. Well, I mean, you'd feel a bit. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a bonus DVD, like alright, like, but
yeah, but it's like from this video package, it's like, do you want to see a 3-hour version of this and then like they do interviews in between? I mean, who gives a fuck? Like, I feel like it has to be a brown paper bag one-in special.
Brown paper bag special. Anyway, Knockouts DVD is coming out later in the year. If you've watched it, let us know what happens. Is it worth watching? Is it worth buying? Anyway, that was hyped up. We got it. And then we get the X title match. Samoa Joe, Senshi, and Sonjay Dutt. Wasn't long. Got a commercial break in the middle. Senshi's pretty hard hitting. I don't get it though, because Senshi beat in the 6-man X Division match. It was Senshi that won it, and it came down to the final two of him and Sonjay Dutt. And the announcers, Mike Tenay and Don West, they told us that basically Sonjay was put into this match because of his impressive performance, but it's like, that's fucking bullshit. He lost the number 1 contenders match, therefore he shouldn't be in this.
He's literally in this just to eat the pin. That's all he's in here for.
True. So, yeah, Samoa Joe gets taken out. Scott Steiner, holla if you hear me. Chair shot to the dome, stands over Samoa Joe with a chair. Samoa Joe's out, and then Senshi hits the double foot stomp on Dutt from the top rope. This is a dangerous maneuver, especially when you're doing it on someone who's fucking built like a toothpick.
No, absolutely, but I tell you what.
You could easily crush someone's. I just feel like their chest could cave in. I mean, maybe if you're doing this on a fat guy, if Senshi's doing this on Yokozuna, it's like, just bounce off him.
Yeah, I know the whole gimmick is that Joe is unbeatable and he's unstoppable, but have you ever seen a title match where it feels like such a mismatch with the other two guys?
No, it's hard to recall. Anyway, they let us know that Joe's still unbeaten, even though, I think that's a stretch. Like, I know he didn't get pinned, but still fucking... He's still in a match, and he still lost, didn't he? It's like, see if there's a fatal 4-way match. See the two people that don't get pinned, you still lose, don't you? I wouldn't say that's a draw or a no contest.
Yeah, it's like if Taker lost a triple threat match at Mania. the streak's still over if he didn't get pinned.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just ways of wording it, right? You know, they should hype up the
Yeah,
fact
but
that
you know what?
He's never been pinned or something.
Yeah, but Mike Tenay made a point to make that feel like he you know, it wasn't a throwaway comment. He was pointing out that Samoa Joe was still undefeated. He made a bigger deal at the fact that Joe wasn't pinned than the fact that Senshi was the new champ.
Yeah.
It's like what they wanted you to know coming out of this match was not that we've got a new X Division champion, but it was more along the lines of, hey, Samoa Joe's still unbeaten.
And with that, I do believe that the X Division's just been knocked down a peg or two. Because, like,
Yeah.
I mean, as you say, I mean, Tenay's literally fucking burying it to a degree.
Don't worry though, we're not going to end with the X Division. We're going to end backstage. Borash is outside the office. Sting comes out. Sting says the meeting went perfect. He says the things with Cornette are going to work out just fine, and everybody is going to get what they want. So,
What do you
yeah.
want? Adrenaline rush.
Then we end up with Adrenaline Rush. So highlight of the show for me was your mama's so poor. She goes to KFC to lick all her people's fingers. That was a fucking belter.
It was fucking
Overall, though, what am I going to give it? I mean, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Couple of title matches. Great wee Your Mama special. I just think there was hot women, damn it. Not the woman that came out and helped AJ, by the way. The other ones.
I think the problem is, though, a lot of the main... I know Jarrett came out initially, but the stars weren't out in physical presence, weren't they, no?
They were wasted backstage in repetitive segments.
Like, in terms of the world title picture, like, I'm not saying, you know, Steiner's not a star, or... I mean, I love the Dudleys, but the world title picture basically...
On hold for a week.
Took place...
Backstage.
Yeah, and also...
Outside Cornette's
have you not
office.
noticed it, though? They don't pipe in sound with the TNA backstage stuff. So when, like, Sting walks in the shot next to Christian, there's just dead silence. But in WWE, there's noise. They've got the crowd action. I notice it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
I haven't noticed that, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Anyway.
No, you notice it because, like, Christian's talking to Borash, and then he, like, at the corner of his eye looks at Sting. But normally you'd be like, you hear like, yeah, but in TNA you hear fucking pin drop.
Down,
You hear Borash breathing into the mic.
Anyway, I'll get a 6 out of 10. I just think the backstage stuff was very repetitive, and that's probably my that's probably the thing that I'm marking the show down on.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? It's not like you got 6-7 of these segments across 3 hours. It's across 42 minutes.
Yeah, I know it's not like a Raw where if you're maybe you're only getting 2 or 3 an hour. You know, they literally got about 7 or 8 within an hour. I like the confrontation between Bully and Road Dogg. I like the LAX shit. You know, 2 title matches. Hot women, damn it. As WJ used to say, we need some hot women. I'll get a 6 out of 10.
I'll get a 6 out of 10. We've dragged this out, but you know what? That's it, man. Up next. What pay-per-view's next?
Victory Road.
Victory Road. Who'll be on the road to victory?
Down.
Adrenaline rush.